everyone, it's Nat here. It's my final episode of what I do with my wallpaper. I could do heaps more, but I do have other things that I should get on with, so I thought I'll make this the last one. So today I'm focusing on bits and pieces that I've made with the scraps. So before I start that, I want to say hello to everyone, and especially hello to Andrea. This one's for you. Andrea requested that I show what I do with my wallpaper in the first place. She had a little accident, well, not really a little one, because it was bad enough to give her quite a serious injury, and she's ended up having to have surgery today, I think it is. So when you're well enough to watch this, Andrea, I'm sending lots of love and hugs your way, and I hope you get back to crafting real soon. So yeah, it's quite unfortunate, and just really hoping that you heal well and that you're back at it real soon, because I can't wait to see the next lot of videos that you bring out. Andrea is a fellow YouTuber, and she's also on one of my Facebook groups as well. So okay, so where to start? I went through all the scraps that I've made in the last few episodes, and I just organised them into sort of sizes. So I've put the bigger bits away, and I focused on mainly just using the littler pieces. So I will show you what I have done. Lots of little bits and pieces here. So firstly, I found the wallpaper really good for making little banners. Now everyone probably knows how to make these little banners. So I've got like a small bunting there. I thought it would be quite cool to make long bunting, and then you can just cut it to the size that you want when you're ready to put it on a page. So I've got this envelope journal of mine that I made. So you could put it up the top of a page like that. I think that would look quite nice. And you can do them sideways and everything. So, but yeah, the different colours of the wallpaper are great to do this with, and it's quite sturdy. So I also made one like that, which you can also put up the top of a page and use as a little tuck spot underneath. If you find it not sturdy enough, you could always back it with a bit of cardboard. So, and then this one, which I think I'll add a bit of bling to, because I'm not real happy with it, but you know, I can add a few bits and pieces and I'd probably like it better. It's the same deal, you can stick it up like that. I mean, you can stick these anywhere really, on your journaling cards or anything, but I do see people use them a lot as top tucks or on your paper clips as well. And that one, which needs some bling as well. But yes, no, I had fun doing that, and basically I went through and grabbed all the little bits. I don't think I've got many left because I grabbed them all, but they were thicker than this. But any bits that were like this were a great shape to make banners with. And I've seen people who like fold the corner over and then cut to get the triangle. And I see people just like eyeball it and do it like that, but I always get it crooked when I do it like that. So I like to do the method where you cut up the middle a little bit, and then you go from the bottom corner into the middle, and then from the other bottom corner into the middle, just like that. And I know with some other scrapbook paper scraps, I just sat there one day and cut a whole heap of these, and I did the cut out both sides and then just put them away, and then I can either cut them to make these sort of things, or I can leave them long and make clusters with them to put on pages and that, or even just the one side like that put on a page. So you can do heaps of those. I'll just put my scraps to the side. Now I also made some just little cluster embellishments, I suppose you'd call them. So these are great for embellishing a page or an envelope. I've got an envelope here. Some people put them on the back even, you know, or up there. Look alright. So people use them to embellish journal cards, envelopes, pages. So yes, I made a few of those. So they're just backed with the wallpaper, and then I just used scraps I always like just going for my scraps with this sort of thing rather than grabbing out big lots. So I've got this scrap bin that's got ribbons and laces, so I grabbed all little bits out of there. And I've got a bit of music paper and yeah, just lots of little scrappy bits. So I quite like that one. Another one. That's got the wallpaper on the top there. It's a nice embossed wallpaper, that one. And then this, I've just torn out some of the flowers that came with this wallpaper. And just made a cluster with that. It's got some doily underneath and just some lace and some ribbon. And this one with the embossed wallpaper again, I love the colour of that. It's quite vintagey, so some nice vintage lace and some ladder trim that's a colour that fits in nicely with it. And then this one. So yeah, as I said, really nice just to embellish, and you can always add to these. I like to leave them flat, but you know, you can always put a bit of bling or a flower or whatever on them when you decide what you're going to do with them. I also made these too with blue wallpaper. The blue wallpaper is beautiful, and you can't really see the pattern underneath, which is alright because the pattern on the blue wallpaper is not the best, but the colour shows through the lace and highlights it really nicely. So I had some just offcuts of ribbons and stuff, and I just used those. So these little ones would be good as either just embellishments, or you can stick it on a page as a little tuck spot. Same with that, that's almost big enough to be a little pocket. Just stick down these sides and use it as a pocket. You could put it either way as well. So that was heaps of fun. I'll be doing a lot of that sort of thing, I think. Now, I also made some tags. So what I did was I recycled some of my, I think that's a cuppa seat pack, and my hot chocolate packs. I have a lot of those, so. And I used my tag punch that I've got here. And I just, cut the wallpaper, punched out the wallpaper, punched out some of the recycled material, stuck them together, and a really nice sturdy tag there. And I haven't got my crocodile here, but you can imagine, you know, you put a hole in with your crocodile and find a nice, I don't know if I've got a nice thin, you know, a nice bit of lace, nice pink or something. Would be beautiful with that, and these could be embellished with a bit of lace or a bit of ribbon as well. And I like to make use of the lines that are in the actual wallpaper because I think they look really nice, and capture those on the tag. So they turned out really nice, and that one, which will be great with, I think, a bird or a butterfly or something stuck onto it. So I'll be embellishing that one a bit more, but yeah, they turn out really cool, those ones. I did the same with the circle punch and made these, and used the recycled cardboard again to back the wallpaper to make it really nice and sturdy. And I reckon these, especially this wallpaper, will be really nice as the background for your artist trading coins, so you can stick pictures or do some art on top of that. They're also great for your tuck spots as well. And stick them into the journal and tuck stuff behind them. So, and also you could use your crocodile and put a hole in that and use it as a tag as well. So heaps of things you can do with that. Now this wallpaper also, you will notice that there's a bit that's been cut out of there. That is this flower. So that went like that. So I love cutting around that bit and backing that with a bit of recycled cardboard, and then using some of these little beads that I've got in a strand here, and I just stuck them around. And then that, I reckon, would be great on an envelope like that, just to jazz it up a bit, or you could put it that way as well. Looks really nice. I probably would put it on a plainer envelope, I reckon. And I think that would look really nice, and I've done that before. You could also stick it at the back, either up there, would look really nice, although it's a bit thick to put on the back of an envelope, or even just the picture without the beads could go down here and be like your little tuck closure thing. So yeah, I mean that could just go on a page or on a journaling card as well, so it's a nice little embellishment. I also did similar with my little circle punch that I have, which is this one. So I punched out some wallpaper and backed it onto some cardboard, and again I reckon that would be a really cool way of doing your little closures for your envelopes. And you can do all sorts of other embellishments with that. So now the other thing that I haven't quite finished yet was, I think they call these matchbooks. I had a longer piece like this and it just folded up quite nicely to be like that. So I grabbed some tea-dyed paper and I've made a couple of pages out of that, and we'll see if we can get it in here with my stapler. Usually I'd just use my washi tape to stick these in so that you don't have anything on the outside, but I thought I'd give the stapler a go if I can find it. I know I had it here. Stuff everywhere. Where did I put it? Stand up for a minute and have a look. There it is. I've got so much stuff on my table. Okay, so just make sure I've got them in sort of straight. Now I reckon I want to go from the outside. Now only just makes it. I want to try and get 2 in there. Oh, that's not too bad. A little bit crooked, but might be alright. Just straighten that up a bit. So there we go. Now it's just like curled because the wallpaper's still curled, so I have to put that under something just so it sits a bit flatter. But there, we've made a little notepad. So that can just be slipped into your pockets. And one of these sort of things, you know, and you just slip it in. So pocket would be better for that, or even just clipped on with a paper clip. And of course that can be embellished. I reckon I'll stick a little bird or something on there. Look nice. So that's another idea. And I think the last one I did, well I did 2 of them actually, was I made these 2 belly bands. Now they're quite long, but I make them long, and then when you decide, like I could put it that way or I can put it that way, so if I decide I want to put it that way I can just cut it down easy. So this one's like a long strip of scrap wallpaper, and then I've just like glued some lace on either side. So yeah, that would fit on a page like that, and then you'd be able to slip something underneath and it would hold it there. I mean, people put them in that way or that way. I've even seen them done on an angle as well. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. I still might add to that, I'm not sure. But I also made this one, which I love, and I reckon this will be really nice in my rose journal. So I think I might actually put that in my rose journal right now, and I've got a little flower here that I'd like to put on it as well. So basically this is just really wide lace that I had, and the wallpaper strip which I've stuck on top of the lace with a little bit of scrap ribbon that I had. And then I have these Prima flowers that I got from somewhere, so I just put the smaller one on the bigger one, stuck them together, and then I found this half pearl that I've stuck on as well. So I'll just find the page that I want to put that in. No, there was a green page here somewhere. I did have it bookmarked, but I took the thing out, which was not very smart. There it is. I like this, I reckon I want to put it on this green one because it really highlights it nicely, and I thought I can have the lace hanging off the edge like that and then put the flower up the top like that. So, and what I'm going to do is just stick it down at the bottom and the top, and then I might stick down this side, so you'll be able to just slip something under there if you want. I reckon that'll work all right. So I might just grab my glue. So make sure I get this all on the right side. We want to do the top. I think I've got some coming out. Must have a bit of a blockage. Yeah, I reckon that got it. A bit down the bottom. And then we'll just go down this side carefully. Alright, now we want to put that just to the side there. Do have a tissue, I'll just wipe the excess off that's coming out the end there. On this end. That looks alright. That looks quite nice actually, and then from that side you'll just see the lace there. And then we'll grab a little flower. Now I'll keep arguing about where I want to put this. The top's probably the best place to put it. Just stick it up the top, be done with it, or I'll be here all day. So just put a bit of glue on the back of that. Sticky fingers. There we go. So let that dry for a minute. Shut my glue before it goes everywhere. So I hope everyone's having a good day. It's been a bit hectic for me. We've only got the 1 or 2 days without rain. We haven't had that for over a week, so been doing all the washing and everything. So alright, so let's just see. Grab a little piece of this wallpaper so we'll be able to slip just something under there if we like, and it should hold it nicely for us. It's not good having the wallpaper a bit curved like that, but yeah, that'll hold a nice like folded up piece of paper or something, I reckon. And I think it looks beautiful on the green background there. So what I might do is use some of this wallpaper to do a pocket or something over here so it matches. So yes, there's some ideas of what you can do with your scraps with your wallpaper. As I said, there's heaps of stuff you can do, obviously, because it's just like your other paper. But yeah, I really like doing these belly bands because I think they look beautiful. Just love the patterns on the wallpaper. And I think my other favourite would be, I love the bunting, and I thought I'd do it with ribbon because the ribbon sits a bit flatter than twine would, so that'll be nice. Not sure what sort of journal I'll put that in, but these pieces are very girly and pretty, so I think they'll go in the same journal. They could even go with these blue ones and stuff. So. And yes, I love the pictures on this wallpaper. There's so many bits and pieces that you can fussy cut out of here, and even the little borders there. That's it. I have this that I wanted to show too. This is out of my embossed wallpaper. It has these circular bits in it, and so I've cut around one of those. I think that should probably be backed with some cardboard as well, and I think that would make a really cool embellishment. or a tuck, as well as this. Now it's a bit creased because it was the start of the roll, and so I just cut it off as a scrap piece. So I was just playing around with it, so I've sort of fussy cut that out, and I think that would make an awesome frame for a vintage style picture, even old rose or something, and then like with some lace around the outside. So I'm going to play around with that sometime, but I love looking at the wallpaper and seeing what little bits that you can cut out. I have made tags before that have had the little borders on them and that as well, which have looked really nice. So as I said, there's still heaps that I'll probably do in the future and show you guys, but for now that will be the end of my wallpaper series, because I have had a request to do some things with the book pages and my punches and that I get in my haul videos. So I'll be getting on with that in the next day or so. So yes, these are all the embellishments that I've made so far, and I don't think I showed you that one either. That's another one of the bunting ones. It needs to be flattened out a bit as well. But yeah, it's great to go through and just see what colours you've got and which ones might go together. So I hope that's given you some ideas, and take care everyone. See you later.